everyone, and welcome back to Catch Them Young channel. I want to seize this opportunity to inform you that I'm kind of doing a restructuring of my YouTube channel due to some technical issues with YouTube, but I want to assure you that your subscriptions remain valid and valued. Okay, so there's no problem at all. Just be on the lookout. All right, it's for improvement, and it's for growth. Okay, all right, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. Thank you to my old subscribers and to new subscribers. I say welcome, and I promise you, you're gonna be blessed, all right, with the kind of content we discuss here. So our watchword for this channel is always taken from the book of Isaiah chapter 54 verse 13, and it says, all our children shall be taught of the Lord, and great shall be their peace. And we always talk about the implication of this scripture because it is important that we know our assignment as parents. Okay, God has given us this assignment, and we cannot afford to disappoint God. We cannot afford to let him down. All right, if we train our children in the ways of the Lord, our children will have peace, and we ourselves will have peace as parents. So I am here today to lend my voice as usual to the viral video that's been going around about the Chrisland School. Yeah, that is why I'm here today. This whole thing boils down to what we've been discussing on this channel about intentional parenting. All right, intentional parenting. So I'm not here to blame anybody because I want to say this, that irrespective of the kind of home training you give your children, irrespective of your religion, no matter how fervent you are in the Lord, how tongue-talking, how Bible-believing, even if you're a Muslim and you are so fervent, this can happen even under our nose. All right, so I'm not here to apportion blames, but I'm here to provide some suggestions, and based on your situation, if you think my suggestions are things that can help you, you can adopt them. All we are here to talk about is how we can improve. How can we improve on our responsibilities as parents? How can we be more intentional in teaching our children and parenting them in such a way that God will be happy with us, and our children will grow up to become responsible citizens to themselves, first of all to themselves, and then to the family they come out from, and then to the larger society. All right, so I have these few possible solutions to suggest, maybe like 5 of them. And the first thing I want to suggest is, first of all, as parents, please let us have a relationship with our children. Please, parents, no matter how busy you are, no matter how working class you are, no matter how educated you are, no matter how committed you are out there, please remember that your primary assignment is from your home. Okay, your primary assignment is your home. Your primary assignment is those children that God has given you. We owe them that duty of care. Okay, we owe them that duty of relationship. If you don't have relationship with your children, and you go out there, you have relationship with every other person, maybe at your job, you have relationship with your colleagues, you go to church, you have relationship with people in your church, anywhere you go, you have relationship with people. But the children that God has given to you, I tell you, parents, that's where You are supposed to have the primary relationship. Be friends with your children. Let them be able to talk to you. Let them be so relaxed to be able to, talk to you about anything, all right, that is bothering them. And sometimes if your children are not forthcoming, they're not forthcoming with conversations, please start off a conversation with them, all right? Share some experiences, some of your own life experiences with them and how God helped you through, all right? Do not allow things to happen already before you start having a conversation about it. You understand? When you come across things that are sensitive to their age, you understand? Depending on the age of children you have, some of us are raising teenagers, some of us are raising preteens. Please, let's be open with our children. Let's have a relationship with them. Let them be free to have a conversation with us. Please, parents. All right? Please, I beg you in the name of God. Do not be too busy and too committed to other people. Do not be so much on your phone having conversation with grown-up friends, adults. All right? There is time for everything. But I'm saying that the children that God has given you, they should be your primary friends, your primary responsibility. All right? So please, let's create time for these children. All right? So that they'll be free to share with us whatsoever they are going through. And we ourselves will be able to know what is going on in their lives. Okay? All right. Thank you. That's my point number one. Then my point number two is, if you ever have to give a smartphone to an underage, okay? Because I know sometimes you might be running late from your job, to go pick your child from school, and you just want to say, oh, mommy is running late, I will soon be there to pick you up. Please, you can put parental guide on your minor's phone, all right? There's a way you can connect your child's phone to your own phone so that you can monitor what is going on your child's phone, all right? Please, you can do that. And that's a very good thing to do so that you can protect your child, all right? So let's try and protect them from so many craziness going on out there, all right? Based on their age, they're not supposed to be seeing certain things. So please put parental guide on the phone that you're giving to your child and make sure that phone is connected to yours so that you can at least monitor from your own end what is going on, who he's talking to, and the rest, of it. Now, my point number three is that parents, please try to limit sleepover opportunities that you give to your children. Please, because you don't know who is who. You don't know what happens when they go over to a friend's house. They will tell you they're going over to a friend's house, to have a sleepover. Except you know that the family they're going over to are well trusted. They are people you can vouch for, all right? You know them so well. Please, I, for one, will not release my children to go have sleepover with any friend that I have not verified, the kind of personality, they have, the kind of values they uphold in that kind of, place, in that kind of home, all right? Because you'll be in your own house sleeping, you don't know what will be going on over there where they're having a sleepover in the night, all right? Please, parents, there was a time too in my own parenting experience when my two teenagers felt like, oh, now we are teenagers and we can do what teenagers do. And they came to me and my parent and my husband, and they said, oh, mommy, I want to go have sleepover with my friend, blah blah blah. We sat them down and said, look, we are African parents. In as much as, yes, we know this your friend and we know that your friend, but sorry, it's our duty to protect you. We don't feel comfortable you going over to their home to sleep over in their, in their own home, because we don't know everybody there and we don't know who will be visiting there. We don't know what will happen at night when we are not there. It's our duty to protect you. So we sat them down and we explained to them the reason why we are not going to subscribe to that. And that put an end to it. Okay? So please, let's limit the access we give to our children, a sleepover access we give to them. All right? So that is point number 3. So my point number 4 is, please limit the privacy you give your child. Limit the privacy you give your child. I know your child might have a room to him or herself, and sometimes they'll be locked up in the room. Oh, they need privacy to do their homework. They don't want to be disturbed. Parents, please, like I said in my other video, what is your child consuming? Please, can you from time to time go check what is going on with your child in that room? Please, I beg you in the name of God. When you put a child in a room, the child has TV, the child has iPad, the child has laptop, the child has a phone. You don't know what is going on with all those devices you have used to equip the child's room. So please, from time to time, could you please not be too busy, or not to be carried away, and go check if your child is really doing the homework? Please, I beg you, could you please check? I'll repeat again, always periodically check the history of what they are searching. Although some children are very smart that when they finish searching, they can delete the history. But I tell you, if you keep an eye on them, if you intentionally, and sometimes you even do it without them knowing, you can find out what is going on. Because I find it difficult, to believe that I find it difficult to believe that you will not be able one day, just one day, to be able to find out what is going on your child's device. If you look closely, you will find out. You have not found anything because you're not looking closely. I've had some experiences myself as well, and it was because I looked closely. So parents, I encourage you, limit the amount of privacy you give to these children on all these tech devices that we buy for them. All right. Yes, we want them to be educationally sound. We want them to be exposed technology-wise. But please, let's monitor what they are viewing. I beg you in the name of God. Always remember the age of your child, and based on the age of your child, limit what they have access to, okay? So you can protect them. And my point number 5 is, please teach your child about their private parts right from the home. All right? As soon as your girl child is able to communicate and your boy child is able to communicate, please start teaching them about the parts of their body, and teach them about the private parts of their body, and teach them that that is a part of their body that nobody should mess with. Teach them to speak up when anybody is trying to touch them inappropriately. It could be their friend in school. Please, let's help these children to help themselves. All right? So sex education is not something we should leave for outsiders to begin to teach our children. Let's educate our children from what? From the home. Teach them that if anybody is touching them inappropriately, they should speak up to the next available adult. Speak up to their teacher. And when they come home, they should report whatever happened to them to you. Please, let's teach our children that. All right? Teach them from the home. Teach your girl child, teach your boy child. All right? Because no sex is, no gender should be excluded. All right? As we educate the girls, we should educate the boys. And we need to protect all our children. Okay. So another thing I want to say is that know your children's friends. Okay. Know the friends they hang out with in school and know their movements. All right. There's also a way you can connect and be able to track on your phone your children's movements. So these are very vital steps I think that we can take, all right, to improve on our parenting skills. All right, so I want to also make some suggestions for the school, right? The educators that we have, like in Africa. This incident happened in a Nigerian school. Please, educators, please, when you have to take children on a trip, please make sure that supervision is paramount. All right? Make sure that supervision is paramount. If you don't have enough staff, you can ask for parents to travel with you as chaperones. Okay? Please never leave children unattended, especially minors. Never leave them unattended, because I believe that if the teachers were watching over these kids, if they didn't leave them unattended, what happened could have been prevented. All right, if they didn't leave them unattended, this wouldn't have happened. All right, so please always make sure when you take children on trips, monitor them, supervise them. All right, supervise them, guide them. Let an adult be with them all the time. Please, teachers, please, educators. All right. And another thing I want to say is this: we can control the access they also have to their smartphones. All right, you can give them time of the day with which to have their phone and use their phone. But if it's time for them to retire into their rooms and go to sleep, you can retrieve the phone from them and tell them, when you wake up in the morning, we give you the phone from this period of time to this period of time. So children need monitoring. They need supervision. Please never leave underage children unattended. Okay? So that is my suggestion for the school. And again, please let your communication with parents, let it improve on your communication. All right, improve on your communication with parents. Once there's something wrong with a child, do not hide it from the parent. Be open, speak the truth, because eventually during investigation the truth will come out anyway. So why are you hiding? Why are you teaching children under your care to lie? Please, let's encourage our children to speak the truth. Please, educators, let's speak the truth ourselves to the parents, so that a child that needs help can get help in good time. All right? So please, I beg us, educators, we can do better. We can do better than this, right? When I listened to the girl's mother, when I listened to the interview she granted, I didn't like the way the school was going about the whole situation. Even though I still have my reservations about everything that the mother said herself. But like I said earlier, I'm not here to blame anybody. I'm just here to make suggestions that can help us improve on our parenting. All right? On this note, I'm going to stop and I'm going to say, please leave me your comments in the comment section, okay? Let me hear your thoughts. What do you feel? What do you think? Okay? What do you think? All right? And share with me other tips you have that could help each and every one of us to improve on our parenting skills. And on this note, I say thank you, bye-bye, and see you in my next video. All right? Bye-bye.